welcome back to my channel. Look, we moved the cabinet. I didn't, Jimmy did. So just to give you a tour around real quick. So this is the buffet. I'm sitting in front of it. The age cabinet is there temporarily till we get the floor finished in our room. And behind it is all the work you saw us do the other day on the old dresser with the glassware on top. If I just look over to my right, you'll see that's the door, Jim's table with his bookcase. In the corner, we have the file cabinet that has the tree on it, and then all that Harry Potter stuff that hopefully we're going to deal with today. That's the plan. We probably won't do the decorating today, I don't think. I think we're just going to go through it and decide what we want to keep, store, and decorate. And I know storing is a trigger word for some of you because why keep it, blah, 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 blah. But it's my stuff and I can do with it what I want. So, that being said, I wanted to just talk really quick, and you can fast forward this if you don't want to hear it, about a couple of things that I was just surprised to hear. One is that somebody was really surprised that I moved the furniture. And I'm not really sure what was surprising because I'm an extremely strong person normally. I think just because I'm injured, I've been like having more trouble. Because it's always really been up until this point, it's been like my legs hurt and I'm lacking energy. But I do have bursts of energy, and we've talked about that 1,000 times. Like I have spoons or 10,000 steps in a day, and if I use them all moving a piece of furniture, then I might be it for the day, but I could still do it. It's just a matter of where I want to spend it and how wisely. So yes, I'm an extremely strong person. I have to lift this big body out of bed every day, so you can imagine. But thank you. I appreciate all of the love I got from that video. It was amazing. I'm sorry it came up out of order, which I really feel bad about because I don't know, it's just weird, but I had like a weird weekend, and if you're interested, you can watch the vlog channel. But anyway, what we have done that you see, and again, I don't know what order you'll see this in. I don't know if this is going to be attached to the last day's work, but today is Tuesday. We did work yesterday. What we did yesterday was we moved the bar cart and this set up this table, and I'll tell you about it in the other video, so you guys will see that. And we moved, Jimmy had done last night after we did that, is he moved the H cabinet, and then he took some of the stuff, we took some of the stuff off of there to store, and then he ended up putting the blue, willow blue sort of china sets there because I have quite a few pieces. Some of them are really sentimental, some of them are just like, I like them and that's it. So we have some things here that we haven't quite decided like where we're going to put them and what we're going to do with them yet. So there's that. And then, like I said, today we're going to deal with garage sale stuff or giveaway stuff, whatever we decide to do. And we're going to deal with all the Harry Potter stuff and try to make a little bit more sense of the storage in his space. We have a couple of different ideas for storage around his desk, which I'm excited about, and we'll see where we go with it. I'm glad to take you along with it. And again, if you guys have any questions, you know what to do with them. And if you haven't yet, and you like all these videos, these crazy, inspirational, whatever, people are... I've got a few comments that people are just putting these on while I talk, while they work, just to have motivation. That's why I kind of try to share it. It's not in real time, but it's the whole process. Unless I don't move the camera. But there's a subscribe button here. If you want to click it and join the family, please do so. All right.
Now, in case you are new to the family, hi, my name's Jeri-Ann. That's my husband, Jim. We are 50. I turned 50 last year. He turns 50 this year. And we are redoing the home that we live with our Jim's mom, my mother-in-law. We're just making over the spaces that we had. We've been here for 7 years, and we just felt like we needed a change. So this was our old formal dining room that we 0 times ate in. I just used to use it to decorate, to make it fancy, and to store stuff. And we decided to make Jim a man cave den room that he wants to be able to have so he can do his vlogs and his video, and basically a home office. So one of the many purposes that we've always used this room for is for storage. The other main purposes of this room has always been the dinnerware, party wear, and stuff like that. And again, that's storage of it, but because this was set up as a dining room in the past, didn't feel like storage, it was more like display. Well, we are doing quite a bit of changing. I have a whole series on my channel in organizing and cleaning playlist that you could check out if you'd like to. Just put them in chronological order, and most of them have been from this week or last week or this month. So what we're doing right now is we are going through things that we are going to either sell at our garage sale or give or donate. We haven't decided yet. It depends on exactly how much we accumulate, if it's worth having a garage sale. And then we're going to go through my Harry Potter collection. I had a Harry Potter themed 50th birthday party, which I have videos on my channel if you're interested in some DIYs and that kind of thing. So if you're interested, that's there. And then just my collection stuff. When we originally, before we made this Jim's room, we originally said we were going to make a Harry Potter themed dining room. That's why we kept everything in the dining room. But then things had changed and our plans had changed and we progressively altered it. And that's what you do with life. You just roll with the punches and you go with the flow. So what we're doing here first is I'm repacking the garage sale stuff. We had 2 boxes that we just kind of tossed things in yesterday. And today we're kind of organizing them and trying to fit them in and put them away. I also have some bulk items that we got from Sam's Club that we want to be able to store in here as well. Jim was just keeping them under his desk, and I was just, listen, if you feel like you have to keep them in here, just let's put them someplace neat and they won't be in your way, and that's really what it's all about. One thing that you don't see on camera, and I don't know why it didn't get recorded. I don't know if I just didn't tilt it down or if I didn't have record going, but this dining room table was Jim's grandparents. It's about 100 some years old, and it's not in the best shape, I'll be honest. But it's got these sort of cross braces underneath. And it also came with 2 table leaves to make it extra expansive. So what I had suggested to him was, since there's enough room for him to sit in the middle, why don't you try putting those leaves on both sides of across the cross braces, so you kind of have 2 shelves down there, and you can store your backpacks and your books and all the things that you want to keep extra. And at first he was like, okay, I don't know if that'll work, but we'll try it. And he went and tried it and he's loving it. So to do that, the necessity of doing that is to move this stuff, because he actually had the extra Ziploc bags and paper towels in that space. He was able to pack out most of the paper towels in our pantry, and then the extra Ziploc bags just don't have a place right now. So that's where we're just going to put them on this behind the door hanger. This is actually the kind that you screw into a wall or hang on behind a door, and we actually just have it hung on some Dollar Tree like hooks, over the door hooks, improvised. That's how it goes. So, yeah, we're just utilizing the best we can. What I like about these things is that when you don't attach them to the door or the wall, you can actually put things that are larger. It'll just push it away from the door a little bit, but as long as you don't have anything thin that will fall behind it, it's fine. And he's trying to shove that roll of paper towels up there just to make sure they don't fall out. Okay. So if you watched yesterday's video, you saw we did the whole bar cart situation. We moved that. Then since the only thing you didn't see, like I mentioned earlier, was Jim moved that H cabinet. So now we were able to tackle the home underneath the buffet. Now underneath this buffet, I have more serviceware. Serviceware that I love. And again, I've used it at parties and stuff, but I don't have a place to store it right now. So for the moment, everything is sort of on display under this buffet. What I have is a platter collection. Yes, a collection. That's what I said, and I meant it. When I was growing up, we had 1 platter. And it was like what the turkey went on. And as I got older and it broke, we had no platters. And then we had this silver platter that found its way from somebody's job or something. I'm not really sure. But ever since then, I've just been like obsessed with, I love platters. I love to be able to serve on platters. I love to be able to display on platters. It's just a thing. So I have a few platters. And then I have this clear plastic bucket. If you were watching the channel the other day when we did the linens, I have this clear plastic bucket that's the kind that go under your bed with a white top that I have stored some of, like, I want to call them catering items, but they're really party items. They're basically the signs that you put on tables to say, like, these are the desserts and these are the entrees. They're sets of salt and pepper shakers for multiple guests. They're creamers for multiple guests, that type of thing. A ton of white napkins that I have, just like, I say catering and I have air quotes going on over here like you could see me, but that's the only thing I could think to put it. That's the only way I could think to put it. So I thought it would be great to just store that underneath this buffet, because basically everything under this buffet is for those parties. Those parties like bridal showers, baby showers, whatever we have to pull this stuff out. So we're going through the platters now, and we're trying to decide, like, are we getting rid of any? And I just got rid of 3 of them, and, like, are these ones okay? And are any of them worth anything? And just that kind of thing I'm doing. And we've just decided to go ahead, straighten them up, and keep them all. I have 2 white ones, 2 ivory ones, 2 that have handles, and that's not 6. That's like a white one with a handle, an ivory one with a handle, a white one without a handle, like a ivory one without a handle, like that. And then one giant red one that I got from Walmart on clearance from Better Homes and Gardens at Christmas time. And I just absolutely love it. And I'm just going to lay them all down in their order, put them on top of this plastic box, and basically store all that stuff together. Now, as far as the aesthetics of them being there, I'm going to put a little, my little country crate with mason jars in front of it. So you really won't notice it as terrible as that sounds. But we're just going through everything. So I'm trying to get Jimmy to take everything out. He got the Dyson and took the extension pole out. With the Dyson, it's great. You can just add the roller brush straight to the handle and almost have like a Dirt Devil type situation. And is that what they were called? Like Handy Vac Dirt Devil? What was the little thing called? Dustbuster. Woo woo! So like that handheld dustbuster type situation. And we're just able to vacuum each section. Now, these aren't extremely dirty. This isn't a place that gets a lot of wear. This wasn't a place that gets a lot of kicked up stuff. But hey, if you're going to do it right. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, so now we're just going to, he's so anxious to put everything back. And I'm like, no, let's just finish going through things. Let's organize it properly. So what I have here that I'm playing with is basically they're 2-tiered storage plate holders, but they collapse. And I love them. Love them. I was so excited to find them because, as you see behind Jim on the right hand side of the screen, I love tiered plate holders. They take up a lot of room. I do. I have 2 there plus the one that's the buffet service, and they do just take up a lot of room. These 2 are perfect. They're tiny. They fold completely flat, and they just stay out of the way, and I just love it. So that's what he's working on, and we're going to stick them there with the other plate holders. I have some metal iron stuff as well as some silver plated, like antique-y looking silver plated stuff. I used to have a vast chafing dish collection, and I no longer have a vast chafing dish collection. I have 1 chafing dish. I have 3 silver plated cake stands and 1 chafing dish left. That's it. As far as that's concerned, I have some other pieces, but they're on the bar cart. So Jim is anxious to put stuff back, but I'm trying to get him to, like, let's get everything out, organize it properly, and then we can go ahead and worry about putting everything back. Okay? Now I have scooched over so that he can get to the left side of the buffet where I was sitting, and then I'm trying to help him. What I have is this beautiful black metal basket that I used to use to hold all my dish towels in, then my pot holders, and then I downsized and upsized, and you name it, I've done stuff with it. But it's like really great. These are really great baskets for bread, for holding silverware at parties, rolls, whatever you got. They're just absolutely lovely and stunning, and I love them. So there's a couple of things in there that are going to get relocated. I have these hanging metal plate holders that I got for $2 each at the Dollar General. They either stand or they hang with keyholes, and they are beautiful. And I actually have 2 of them in my kitchen currently holding decorative plates, but then I thought I had 4 more, and there's only 3 more here, so we got to figure out where that fourth one is. But again, clean as you go. And then he is going to start putting stuff back. The other thing that he pulled out that I didn't mention is these 2 white, basically they're ceramics. One of them is a long dish on a black wrought iron holder, and one of them is 2 condiment holders with a silver, basically like a silver carrier. The 2 condiment holders came with wooden, bamboo basically, spoons, but we're just going to put them in there. Normally I had them on the right and the black on the left, but I basically said let's put them both together, since we've gotten rid of some stuff and we have room now. So we have the black baskets on the left and the white tray on the right with the condiment holder on top of it. Also on top of that white tray is a plastic condiment dish that you can use for like a bar dish, like if you wanted to put like slices of limes and lemons and cherries and stuff like that for you if you're actually setting up a bar. Now Jimmy finally gets to put everything back. So we just slid the plastic bucket with the platters on top. And he tried this black wrought iron candle holder, but he realized he wants to decorate his space with it. So he left that out. And then we're putting the country crate with the mason jars in there. I just set them up in rainbow order because I've been collecting rainbows since I'm a little girl. Now on the right hand side is where we're going to put the tarnished silver plated cake plates. I actually have 3 of them, and originally he was going to keep the 2 stacked next to each other, and I almost wish I could go take a picture, but it's dark in there now. And what I had him just stack them on top of each other, kind of like a 3-tiered tray, so they look cute, but you can't really see it because it's dark back there. And then in that plastic bag is my last remaining silver shaving dish. Now you can get a better view of these shelves now. You can kind of see what we did. Just put the table leaves on those legs, and it worked out really, really well. His books, and he has his backpacks and his magazine holder. His garbage can is even up there. And then we went ahead and we did some different things, and you'll see them in tomorrow's video. Actually, not tomorrow's video, in 2 days, because tomorrow you'll see the vlog. Nope. Something like that. I don't know. No. Tomorrow's video. I'm sorry, guys. Me and my schedule. Okay. So anyway, one of the things that he is working on is clearing off the space to the left of his table underneath where he's going to put that shelf. So you could see the shelf on the right that we already did off camera, as I mentioned. And it's very, very hard to see the shelf on the left just because it's dark. And I'm sorry that the lighting is so poor in here. He has the curtain open, but it still just doesn't really make lighting under the table very, very bright. But you can kind of see it, I think. Basically, he's got office supplies, he's got tools, he's got candles, he's got books, he's got random things, and everything we're trying to actually put away. I love my husband, and part of his disability or his learning curve is that he doesn't always put things away because he needs to see them out. And I do that too, but I do that with my stuff. He does it with his stuff. But he also does it with stuff like he has 2 step stools in his office because he never put the first one away, and then he couldn't find it when he needed the second one. He got the second one. So if you guys have been there, you know what I'm talking about, right? So again, I have him vacuuming as he goes. It's really kind of just like, listen, if you have the space, if you have the time, go ahead and throw it on there. Just go for it. And that's what he did. Now, if you've never had an animal stick vacuum from Dyson, they're kind of really awesome. I went to review one that somebody sent me on Amazon, and it was like nowhere near the quality. But this thing just really works really well. But it has a small canister, so you have to empty it frequently. But if you could see there, that's what he's basically putting that second shelf on. Now, these are table leaves, so they have like the little peg and holes. I made him put the pegs towards the outside so he wouldn't actually grab his meat on there. Like we talk about whenever we bump into something and get a scrape, we always say, grab your meat. That's from my dad. My dad used to say that all the time. Anyway, so now we have these 2 spaces, and he's, like old computer desks used to have a place to put your CPU down there. It sort of has that feel, but it makes it more like a desk and less like a table, which I really like. And now just to decide what to put on there. That's what he's working on now. Put your books. Do you want to put your display? He has his 2 rolls of architectural drawings, and there's a space back there for them to fit basically between the two legs of the table where they meet in the middle. If it'll just go across both shelves, and it fits snugly behind those 2 legs there. So that's another thing that we just found a great storage place for it. These are not things that he accesses very frequently. He accesses his garbage can very frequently, so he's going to keep that towards the front, and some of his books will be right behind the garbage can. Just to give you an idea of how he wants it, he's going to set it up the way he wants it. Okay? Now, these 2 cardboard boxes are his decor from when he had the desk in the other room. He has not unpacked yet. So I basically just asked him to quickly go through it, to talk about where, if you want to keep it in the box. Where can we store the box? Because again, we're not decorating today. We're probably not going to be decorating until we have the bedroom done and we get that big cabinet out of there. But what are we going to do with them in the meantime? So, like I said, you'll see in the next video that we're going to put them on those shelves down there. But for right now, I'm just going to tell you, he's sliding them under his table. I just don't want him to keep them under his table, because then it'll discourage him from working. And he really does enjoy his studies in the morning. It really does ground him on the days when he actually gets to do some studies. He really does have a different demeanor about him. Okay, so I wanted to encourage him to make his space as usable as possible. So as this process is going, we actually have stuff on his table that really needs to go, because I said, I just need you to be able to come in here tomorrow morning, grab your coffee, work, and feel comfortable in your space. Don't have to worry about clearing off your desk or any of that stuff. All right. So he has gone through everything, decided he's just going to use all of it for right now, or keep all of it for right now. He's nothing instantaneously popped out at him that he doesn't want. So he's just going to stack them and put them under there. And then we're going to basically work on the tools. So now what we did back in Valentine's Day is we moved the file cabinet from the craft room, which we no longer have our files in. We put it in here to put his tools in, because this was going to be his man cave den and he wanted to keep his tools there. And the thing is, and you'll see in a little bit, that we're moving the file cabinet because it's just very inconvenient where it's located. It was in the corner by the window, and the table was just too close to the chairs to squeeze by and get the tools, to put the tools away. It was just very inconvenient. So even though it is not as aesthetically pleasing as the other pieces of furniture in here, and I will keep my eyes open for a wooden file cabinet, which I know I used to have one when we lived in New York, but it got destroyed in the flood. But for now, this is what we have. And we've decided to go ahead and store the forever tree for now. Till we're done decorating. He's not sure. He said he would like to put it up. He would like to, because it's natural looking, and he loves the, part of the Nordic feel is to have a lot of plants, as well as animals and wood tones around. So we're just going to put it away for now. If you've been around for a while, you know that tree is very sentimental to me. I know I have a lot of sentiment to a lot of things, but listen, once I'm gone and I don't have to look at them anymore, you guys do whatever you want with them. But he's basically moving the file cabinet next to the buffet, between the table that we moved yesterday, kind of where the bar cart used to be. And we're just going to put it there for now, just to access the tools easier. Okay. We may do some switch around in the future, but for right now, this is what it is. And he's happy with this. We have sort of like a few tools that never actually even made it into this file cabinet, because the lack of organization skill that the lack of organization that we had in the file cabinet. So he's just bringing everything over, and he said when we're ready to go in there, get the rest of the stuff out of the closet in the office, in the craft room, we will go ahead and organize this cabinet a little bit better. But for right now, he's just trying to put everything back in. Everything that never made it in the other day, as well as everything that he took out to move the cabinet. Now, this cabinet, the reason I wanted to use it is because it locks the top drawer, and I figured his expensive drill and stuff can go in the top drawer, and then, like, less expensive tools can go on the bottom, extension cords and stuff like that. So, it also has a very skinny drawer on the top, which I thought could hold all of the drill bit cases, like all those cases that you buy that have all the little drill bits on in them, and the screw extensions and those kinds of things. So for right now, it is what it is, and he's happy to have it easier access. So he is really happy. I mean, I don't know if you guys will hear it on his vlog. If you're interested, if you join his channel, there is a link in the description box down below that has a link to his channel if you're interested in seeing his side of the story. But he is really, really happy the way things are turning out. We do have a little bit left to do, like a little further to go in this room, but for the most part, it is done, but you won't see the rest of it until tomorrow. But for now, we're happy. He's happy. I'm happy that he's happy, and that's all that matters, right? That's what matters, right? Oh, you guys. I really appreciate everything. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to do the sharing and the liking and the subscribing. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye.